Hello guys and welcome. Today we'll be continuing to look through the new upcoming hero talents coming in the War Within. So, today we'll be looking at the Shadow Pan, which is Brewmaster Windwalker Monk. As we see over here, they'll be getting Master of Harmony, Conduit of the Celestials and Shadow Pan. So, don't forget to like and subscribe, and the other videos we have already done are down below. Let's just get started. So, first off, Overwhelming Flurry. This one will be available at level 71. And let's see. Overwhelming Flurry. Dealing damage equal to your maximum health. Generates a flurry charge. For each 400 energy you spend, unleash all flurry charges as flurry strikes. Dealing physical damage per charge. Okay. First on the left side is going to be a choice note. First one, Pride of the Pandaria. Flurry Strike has 15% additional chance to crit. And the other choice is High Impact. Enemies who die within 5 seconds of being damaged by Flurry Strike explode, dealing damage to uncontrolled enemies within 8 yards. Okay, yeah. So, a single target and an AoE component of the Flurry Strike. Okay. In the middle, we have Controlled Instincts. Striking the same target 5 times within 2 seconds grants 2% haste. Okay. Multiple instances of this effect may overlap, stacking up to 10 times. Okay. I'm a bit iffy about this one, because striking the same target 5 times within 2 seconds. So, yeah. And on the right side, Martial Precision. Attacks penetrate 10% of target's armor. That's pretty nice. Continuing over here on the right side, we have another choice note. First one, Whirling Steel. When you become injured, summon Whirling Steel, increasing your parry chance and avoidance by 15% for 6 seconds. And the other choice is Predictive Training. When you dodge or parry an attack, reduce damage taken by 10% for the next 6 seconds. Okay. Yeah, I guess it's nice to have more parry and dodge. Yeah, maybe. I mean, for a Brewmaster, parry and dodge are quite essential, so... In the middle one here, one versus many. Damage dealt by Fist of Fury and Keg Smash counts as double towards Flurry Charge generation. Fist of Fury damage increased by 10% and Keg Smash damage increased by 30%. 30% for Keg Smash is actually a lot. I mean, Brewmaster right now are dealing an incredible amount of damage, so maybe it's going to be tweaked. I guess we'll see. On the left side, another choice note, Protect and Serve. Your Vivify always heals you for an additional 30% of its total value. So does this mean if I heal another party member with Vivify that 30% of that is going to be healed on me? Or is it just if you use it on yourself, it heals 30% more? And the other note, Lead from the Front. Chi Burst, Chi Wave and Expel Harm now lead 20% of damage dealt. For Brewmaster, it's actually quite nice, but I don't think 20% leech of the really low damage it deals is going to be enough. I guess we'll have to see. Once again on the left side, Against All Odds, Flurry Strikes increases agility by 1% for 6 seconds, stacking 20 times. So a lot of it actually goes into the Flurry Strike and the Flurry Charges and stuff like that. Depending on how often you get stacks of... Yeah, maybe it could be really strong. I just don't really see it right now. In the middle one, Efficient Training. Energy spenders deal an additional 15% damage. Every 50 energy spent reduces the cooldown of Storm, Earth and Fire, Serenity and Weapons of Order by 1 second. Okay, so that means you could effectively cut off 8 seconds per Flurry Strike. Okay, and on the right side here, Vigilant Watch. Blackout Kick deals an an additional 20% crit damage, and increase the damage of your next set of flurry strikes by 10%. So does this stack? Yeah, anyway. And the last one, Wisdom of the Wall. Every 10 flurry strikes become infused with Wisdom of the Wall for 20 seconds. Wisdom of the Wall. Your crit strike deals an additional 30% damage. Your mastery effect is increased by 25%. Verse now also increases your dodge and crit strike chance by 25% of its effect. And flurry strikes now deal additional shadow damage to all uncontrolled enemies within 6 yards. So first of all, I like what they're trying to do, and it kind of fits into Brewmaster Windwalker playstyle and the way they are, but I think all of this, like, playing a Brewmaster is one of the most difficult tanks, because you have a lot of buttons and a lot of things you need to maintain in order to not just melt and die fast. Also, playing Windwalker, you also need to play around your combo strikes and so on, so the whole system about flurry strikes and flurry charges, and you need so and so many charges, I think it's going to complicate the two specs way more than you get out of it. I mean, the last one here, Wisdom of the Wall, is incredibly strong. 30% increase on crit strike, mastery effect increase, verse also gives dodge and crit, and it gives a lot of AoE. This one is really, really strong, but in order to get this one, you need to spin a lot of discs, and you need to maintain and control your flurry charges in order to make this happen. You also need to consider that, okay, I can't really use a strong Keck Smash because it gives me double flurry charge generation, and that would mess up a timing on a boss, because you would rather have like something like Wisdom of the Wall. You would rather have this one on like a big ad pack or a boss or something like that. If this one is not controlled, this one will just go off at like a single mob somewhere in a corner, kind of wasted, and then you start a big encounter not having any charges. So I like the idea. I just think it's way too complicated and way too many things you need to track and make sure that they align before you can actually start using it. And I think that's a bit sad, because Windwalker isn't like one of the most complicated specs, but it does have its quirks, and you need to have a lot of things going for you. Like, you can't ever overlap any ability. You can't use something like Rising Sun Kick or something like that twice in a row, because then you would destroy your combo breaker. Also, Brewmaster, you already right now as a Brewmaster, you have a lot of plates you need to spin and a lot of things you need to control. So just putting this on top of it and a whole new system is fine, but this system is way too complicated to pile on top of these two, I think. I like the idea and I see where they're going, but maybe not like quite hitting the mark. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.